College Park, every time a plane takes off, College Park is a part of it. When people buy food in the concession area in the airport, College Park is a part of it. So we have our tentacles everywhere. We have the busiest MARTA station right there in the city of College Park. So we're like the hidden secret, but I don't care where you go, you have to come through College Park. So
Right.
I'm excited about that.
Welcome to the Southside Show. I'm your host, Artie Jones III. Each week, we shine the spotlight on the Southside's rich culture and colorful history, which has a global effect on faith, economy, politics, and technology. The Southside Show will introduce you to the talented individuals, visionary leaders, innovative entrepreneurs, and game changers that make us Southside strong. Joining us today is Miss Mercedes Miller, who serves as the Executive Director of the Georgia International Convention Center, which is the second largest convention center in the state of Georgia. Welcome, Mercedes, to the Southside Show.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Glad to be here.
All right, well, great. Well, I hear that you're knocking things out of the park over there in College Park, Georgia. And for all of our Southside Show guests, tell us a little bit about yourself.
First of all, I didn't come here. I'm from here. I'm a native of Atlanta.
You don't find that very often. Usually
no.
everybody's an implant from somewhere else in Georgia.
Not at all. Not only am I from here, I grew up on the South Side.
Okay.
So I'm about everything Southside Atlanta. So I'm just excited to be here. I've been in hospitality about 35 years. I love what I do. I am a servant, and I love serving people. City of College Park has been great. I have moved 8 times since I've been with the City of College Park. So I am very excited about hospitality and watching it come back after COVID.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to your background a little bit. What high school did you graduate from?
I graduated from Harper High School.
Okay.
Because Harper had the first magnet school in banking and finance. So that's where I learned a lot of my acumen about service, how to dress, how to interview, how to speak to people. So they were very good to me, and they gave me some good foundation.
Okay, so hospitality and customer service has been a part of your background ever since you were in high school, pretty much.
Ever since I was in high school, I worked at Six Flags. I worked at Greenbrier Mall at a t-shirt shop.
Wow.
So for years I was in hospitality and didn't realize it, because retail is just like hospitality. It's about service.
Okay, and you have extended family members in the Atlanta metro area, I take it, since you're from this area?
I do. I married my high school sweetheart, and we have 3 kids between us, 2 boys and a girl, and there's 4 grandkids. So very excited about being here. My brother's here. My entire family is in the metro area, so I can get to them in a moment's notice.
Okay, all right. So what drew you to hospitality and customer service? Just how did you get involved in this career field in the first place, other than, you know, what you were, going to, training for when you were in high school?
Sometimes you can fall into your gift, and I kind of fell into hospitality. I was working in banking and finance, and this was years ago before they had the computers, when we had the adding machines. And I went to work one day, and I said, this is not what I want to do. So I said, whoever gives me a job first, I'll take that until I figure it out. And they offered me a job at the Waverly Hotel as a marketing assistant. And that is where my life began in hospitality, and I have loved it ever since. And that's been about 35 years ago.
Okay. And then from the Waverly Hotel, I'm looking here at your bio. From the Waverly Hotel, you went on to the Atlanta Convention and Visitors Bureau?
I actually started at the Waverly. They promoted me 3 times, so I started as a marketing assistant.
Okay.
They eventually promoted me. I was one of the first black salespeople that they had at the Waverly Hotel. Then they opened up a hotel at the airport, which was the Renaissance Hotel. So I was part of that opening team. And then I had my son. I needed to slow down, so I went over to the convention center, started working for the convention center as a marketing analyst. Then I went to work for the Atlanta Convention and Visitors Bureau, but I sold the entire airport area. So I came back to the convention center, and I'm on my 5th job, and the rest is history.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, I know just recently I heard that you were serving as the interim city manager for the city of College Park.
Yes.
Now, how was that experience?
Well, first of all, everyone needs to know that the Convention Center and the Gateway Arena are owned by the city of College Park. Okay. So when COVID hit, our building was empty. So in order to save a couple of employees, the city asked if I would step in, and I stepped in. They were big shoes. I did what I could for the city. I think I got the city through COVID. I'm always appreciative for the mayor and council because it is something big for somebody to trust you with their city. And they trusted me with their city. So we just hired a new city manager. She's moving forward. So I'm so excited to be back at the Convention Center because this is my first love.
Right, right. So let's get into some details about the Gateway Center and the Georgia International Convention Center. You mentioned that the GICC, as it's commonly called, is owned by the city of College Park, and the arena, the brand new arena, I guess it's been open now about 2 years. It's also owned by the city of College Park. Let's talk about the capacity in these facilities and all that it has to offer.
Okay. I'm going to give you my numbers pre-COVID because I know they're coming back bigger than this. But the Convention Center is owned by the city of College Park. It's the second largest convention center in the state of Georgia. Wow. And we're connected to the world's busiest airport by SkyTrain. So you can literally get off your plane. You can catch the transportation, be at the Convention Center in less than 2 minutes, and then on to the car rental facility. We have the largest ballroom in the state. It is 40,000 square feet.
Wow.
With the Gateway Arena, that is my baby. The Gateway Arena is about 100,000 square feet. We can seat 4,000 people for a concert. We can seat 3,500 people for basketball. We have the Dream that plays there, which is the Women's National Basketball Association. So I'm glad that we have a professional team, and we have the Skyhawks. They had their inaugural year with us. So that is the G League for the Atlanta Hawks. So very excited about some of the partnerships with the Fox Theater. So again, College Park really stretched out to build this arena and to become part of the entertainment sector. So I'm really excited about what's going on. In the Convention Center, pre-COVID, we had about 750,000 people a year that went through the Convention Center. So we're a very big economic generator for that area.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that what amazes me about the Georgia International Convention Center and the arena and just the city of College Park in general is that College Park has a population of just under 15,000. But they boast and have approximately 32 hotels that are operating, which probably correlates into how many hotel rooms?
Right now we have, it is close to 10,000 hotel rooms.
Wow.
And in the state of Georgia, the city of College Park is the fourth highest generator of hotel motel tax. So Little Bitty College Park with 15,000 residents has about 200,000 people a day that goes through the city, because we have to remember that the Delta parking facility is in College Park. The FAA is in College Park. We have several corporate offices, Chick-fil-A, Cisco, that's in College Park, and then having all those hotels, because we have, I think it's 34 hotels and 2 in the making, and all those hotels are also generating people through the city of College Park. So I am so excited about what's to come.
Yeah, that is very impressive. 15,000 people permanent population, 200,000 daily population.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's huge. It's a College Park. I've always heard of College Park as the little city that could, in that it's a little city, but it carries a big punch with it.
It does. College Park, every time a plane takes off, College Park is a part of it. When people buy food in the concession area in the airport, College Park is a part of it. So we have our tentacles everywhere. We have the busiest MARTA station right there in the city of College Park. So we're like the hidden secret, but I don't care where you go, you have to come through College Park. So
right.
I'm excited about that.
I've heard of this here. I've heard of this before, and that I believe it was said that if you die, basically you got to come through the city of College Park
You
before.
do. You do.
This is your connection.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now as the executive director of the Georgia International Convention Center and Arena, I know that is a huge job. It's a lot of, how many people do you have working for you pre-COVID?
Pre-COVID, I had about 200 people that were working for us. That included our catering staff, our security staff, our audiovisual staff. But what made us successful is not necessarily me, it's the staff. I think, I tell them all the time, as a leader, they don't need me, I need them. I need them because they're the ones that make it happen. So I always appreciate them because they're willing to follow me. And when you get people to follow you, that's having influence. So I'm always appreciative of my staff.
Okay. I know that when the Georgia International Convention Center, in which you are the executive director, this is actually the second convention center that the city of College Park has had.
Yes.
Now, with the new convention center, I know that operations was really slow when it initially opened up, but because of a number of hotels that have built up around it, and restaurants, that businesses is a lot better. And then you mentioned earlier that there's a brand new dual brand hotel that's actually under construction.
Correct.
What kind of events can the Georgia International Convention Center handle, and what have been some of those companies and I guess guests that have held their events at the Georgia International Convention Center?
Well, the great thing about our location is that we have a lot of diversity. We go from Delta Airlines, we host Chick-fil-A, but we also host the AKAs. There is a group of graduates from the Atlanta area. Most of the minority high schools in Atlanta, they have a breakfast every year. That breakfast can range from 900 to 1,700 people. And wow. I think it's 9 schools. We host all their breakfasts. We have the largest natural hair show. We do Georgia Ed Technology. So it runs the gamut. We do a lot of business in catering. We have one of the best caterers in the city, which is Proof of the Pudding. We have some of the best audiovisual. So our business it can't be tied into one thing.
Right.
We're here for everybody. We do business, we do corporate, we do a thing called SMERF. For those that don't know, hospitality is social, military, education, fraternal, and association. So we do a little bit of everything.
Okay. We just talked about the type of events at the Gateway Center, and at the Georgia International Convention Center, but you also mentioned that the Gateway Center was pretty much the home of the College Park Skyhawks and also the Atlanta Dream. But what other type of events can be held at the Gateway Center, and also what are some of those upcoming events that our Southside Show guests might want to be involved with?
Okay, we have an eSport group that's coming up, so we're able to host eSport. That's all the rave now. So that is coming up, and that's exciting. We also partner with the Fox Theater because the Fox Theater, they do things right. So they book events, the concerts and comedy shows, they book those in the Gateway Arena. It's been a great partnership. It was, why redo something when somebody already does it right? So it's been a great partnership for us. And for the facility, we don't have another inside venue on the south side that seats that many people for a concert. So we have Wolf Creek on the south side, so we don't compete with Wolf Creek. We're a companion because they can only do events in the spring, so we can do events year round, and then we have our basketball game during the spring. So I think we complement each other for the south side.
So, Ms. Miller, how can, if someone is interested in having an event at the Georgia International Convention Center or the Gateway Arena, how might they be able to go about doing that?
You can go to our website, www.gicc.com. You can get in touch with the sales department, and we would love to host any event. I always consider it a privilege when somebody decides to do business with us, because in the metropolitan area, we have about 4 convention centers. So if a client decides to come do their business with us, I want to make them, and I want to make it an event for them. I want to make it something special. And I don't think you'll get better service than you will at the Georgia International Convention Center and the Gateway Arena at College Park.
Okay. And whenever I think of the Georgia International Convention Center, it sounds like such a huge venue. Are any events too small or too large for the Gateway Arena and the Georgia International Convention Center?
Well, for the convention center, we can see a total capacity of about 30,000 people. That's throughout the convention center. So there are facilities that can seat way more than we do. But what's great about the convention center is that you're the big fish in the little pond. Parking is right outside. You don't have to walk far for parking. You can come in, and if your event is 500,000 square feet, you own the building. It becomes your building, and you don't have to worry about getting lost or not being noticed. We help advertise. So we partner with our customers. It's not a customer venue relationship. I have clients that have been with me over 25 years. Wow. They came from the old building over to the new building with us. So there's a partnership there. They're almost like family. And as they grow, we grow with them.
Okay. And finally, how can our guests, if they need additional information, how might they be able to get in contact with yourself or your staff?
Again, you can go to our website, www.gicc.com, or I can be reached by our main number, which is 770-997-3566. I am a big sports fan. I am a big fan on social media, so you can always find me on Facebook, Instagram, or I'm somewhere on the South Side, because this is where I live and this is where I play.
Okay. And do you have any final words for our Southside Show guests that you would like to leave them with?
I would. I am very, very impressed with this show and with this opportunity because I've been on the South Side. I grew up over here. I live on the South Side. This is where I shop. This is where I do my business. And I'm very glad to see an organization that supports and uplifts and give information about what's going on our South Side, because sometimes what people put out there is not necessarily what happens. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't put myself in a bad situation, and I love the South Side. There's nothing that I don't love about it. And I've traveled all over the world, and I can't imagine living anywhere else. So,
well, thank you. The Southside Show appreciates the compliment, and we appreciate what you're doing for the South Side also. And thank you. Please keep up the good work. And it's a wrap, folks. My time is up. I'm Artie Jones, your host of the Southside Show, bringing you the latest and the greatest that the Southside has to offer. And for all of our guests, if you don't remember anything else, remember this. Don't sleep on the Southside.